Grand Rising, all kings and queens, all gods and goddesses, all beautiful people. I am Floss the God, and today I just want to speak briefly about the Bridge of Incidences. Alright, now for those of you who don't know what the Bridge of Incidents is, that is the term for all you Neville Goddard fans out there, and if you don't know about Neville Goddard, you know you can do your research. He speaks about the Bridge of Incidences. Now, these are the events, right, between when you set an intention for something and when it does manifest. What happens in the middle, right? He refers to it as the bridge of incidences, right? A series of events that must happen before your manifestation is externalized and materialized into the 3D reality. All right? Now, when you're in perfect alignment, right, with your higher self, God, the Most High, which is you, right? You are put in a position, right? If you are aware, you're put in a position that you can actually see these bridge of incidences happen, even if you don't see it at the same time, right? Like afterwards, when it does come about, then you can reflect and observe and see, well, yeah, such and such happened this way, and this is how it happened, to get you to the end of your manifestations, to bring it about into the 3D reality. All right, now my experience with the bridge of incidences, the more you practice manifesting things, you know, you the better you become, you know, the more you get to master it and observe and see how the bridge of incidences work. I mean, sometimes the manifestations happen so fast that you don't even see when the bridge of incidents happen, right? But at times, you can make out how things are happening if you're aware, right? And from my experience lately, when it came to fasting, now we know a lot of people see me keep posting about fasting all the time, you know, and some may say, that Neville doesn't really talk about it, and that you don't have to fast, because they don't have the quibbles and all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying you have to fast in order to be healthy, because some people fast and they don't even fast with the right mentality, and it still isn't any help. So you got to combine everything, the mental and the physical, But from my experience, now we knew about fasting from years ago, but I never really took it serious, because I'm the type of person, I love to eat, I love my belly, right? But one of my affirmations was that I'm one of the healthiest people in the world. Every organ, every cell, every tissue in my body is perfectly healthy, and that I am completely free from any sicknesses and diseases, completely free. And that was one of my affirmations on a daily basis. And after setting that intention, right, one of the bridge of incidences was fasting, right? And how do we know that that was one of the bridge of incidences? Well, every day on a daily basis, after repeating that affirmation over and over again, like I would just leave it, just know that it is done, just go about my business. And as I said before, you will be led to a series of events, right, which is in the middle before you actually get to the manifestation. So after affirming that affirmation every single day, I remember like sometimes I would be scrolling through my phone, right, and almost every post I would see, it would have to do with fasting, fasting, from Dr. CB to Dick Gregory, to even just random posts, and from there then it clicked, I knew that was the sign, because when I would read the posts and I would dive deep into the actual benefits of fasting and stuff like that, it actually had to do with everything that it was affirming in terms of health wise, and many more, you know. Hope is the fastest way to heal the body, because the body actually heals itself. Even the Bible speaks about fasting, not only the mental fast but also the physical fast as well. So the more I did my research and I was led to the fasting, I found out some things that I didn't even know before about fasting. Because I knew about fasting as in, like, people would do it for spiritual purposes, but in terms of the healing benefits, some of the things that I actually found out blew my mind, and it had everything to do with what it was affirming. The fastest way to cleanse your body, the fastest way to detox your body, and everything, emotional baggage, everything. That is what is shared. So I don't just share because of hearsay. I have to experience it for myself. I go by experience, right? So that was how it came about, the bridge of incidents. After I set the intention and just let it go, I wasn't even worried, about nothing. I set the intention of that. I was one of the healthiest people in the world. I have the most beautiful skin. Every organ, every tissue in my body is perfectly healthy. I'm completely free from any sicknesses and diseases. And all that. And to be honest, since I started fasting, I've seen incredible results, and everything that I read about, everything that I affirm is coming to pass. Coming to pass. You know? And not only with the health, like in terms of when it comes to manifesting money, manifesting love, relationships, manifesting for other people. You just set the intention, you affirm it daily, or use imagination, whichever one you want to do, scripting or whatever. You do it on a daily basis, and you just leave it alone. You just leave it alone. And after that, your higher intelligence, the infinite intelligence, right, knows what to do. That we know, it has means and ways that we know not of on this level. To switch to move things around, put people in certain positions or whatever, put you in certain positions in order to make things happen. And after constantly affirming and stuff like that, it will be reflected back to you, because where your main focus is on a daily basis, it will be reflected back to you. So for me, it was like reflecting back to me through like the random posts that I would see about fasting and stuff like that. Different goals too when it comes to like money and love and everything. That when you constantly affirm and imagine, you see those things being reflected back to you. So if you're constantly affirming about the lottery, you might start to see certain posts on social media. If you're constantly on social media, you will start to see certain posts about lottery winnings and stuff. You might hear people talking about lottery. You might hear it on the TV, the radio. You get those things and stuff like that. And if the Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God." The more still you are and become, you can start to see, certain how the bridge of incidences is working. Even if you don't see it right away, at a later date, like you could reflect back and see after you've gotten the manifestation, or even sometimes if you're getting close to the manifestation, that you can sit down and observe and actually see how things are happening. Right? Because once the mind is clear, the ideas and stuff will come to you easier, and you get to see more. That's what the Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God." If you have a lot of junk going on up here 24/7, it's not, your mind is not clear to actually see what's going on. I remember at one time too that I used to be asking for signs, like, "Father, please show me a sign." They don't even do that anymore. Now I'm not saying nothing is wrong with that. Each to his own. But the more you affirm that you don't have to ask for signs, it will be shown to you. You will be led to it. Even through numbers and all that stuff. Some people don't believe in angel numbers though, but I do, because everything is connected in this world. Everything. People, things, places that show up in your life is a reflection of you. Or when it comes to people and a certain type of person that keeps showing up in your life, but then again, it's still to do with you. It's like a deep belief that you have within you. There might be a certain part of you that probably needs healing. Or it could be that you are a teacher and a healer, so you're like probably attracting these people, and that is your job to like heal them. So I just want to share this brief message about the bridge of incidences, right? It's what happens in the middle, after you set the intention and before the actual manifestation, right? And nothing doesn't just fall into your lap. There's always a series of events that must happen before you get to the end. Since we're on this level, when you're in the higher realm now, with the 5D realm or whatever, then when you go into your imagination, boom, things happen just like that. But on this level, it takes time. And again, I'm not saying when it comes in terms of the fasting, you don't have to do that in order to be healthy, but I'm just telling you from my experience, after what I did affirm and what I was led to in the bridge of incidences. And for all you Nevillians out there, even Neville said, like, your higher self, the infinite intelligence, it has means and ways of doing things that we do not know of on this level, you know, and that being within us, our imagination, we don't have to worry. Just set the intention. It will take it and it will externalize it for us, materialize it for us. All right. So I just want to share this brief message about the bridge of incidences. Okay, so with all that being said, I am Be Floss to God, sending you love, peace, joy, prosperity, and blessings, and do have a blessed day. More love.